My thesis statement for this video is that the Christian God is an ancient egregore, and if we were to stop worshiping this ancient egregore, he would simply just disappear into thin air. Let's go. So first off, what...
Alright, so I saw a clip going around that I want to address. Quick note before I start, I'm not doing this because I'm defending my own faith, I'm doing it because the argument itself doesn't hold up. The claim is that the Christian God is an egregore, basically a thought form kept alive by collective belief. And the idea is that if enough people stopped worshipping, it would just fade away. First problem, egregore is an occult concept, not a philosophical or theological one, so it's already borrowing a framework that assumes what it's trying to prove. Second, classical theism defines God as a necessary being, meaning existence isn't caused by anything outside itself. That's the opposite of an egregore, which by definition only exists because people are feeding it attention. If belief created God, you'd expect God's nature to shift with culture, but the core claims have stayed remarkably stable for 2,000 years. You'd also expect belief to correlate with power, but Christianity's biggest growth periods were often under persecution, not popularity. There's also no actual evidence offered for the egregore mechanism itself, it's asserted, not demonstrated. It's an unfalsifiable claim dressed up as an insight, you can't test it, you can only repeat it. Compare that to something like Zeus, worship stopped, and nobody today treats Zeus as ontologically real or fading, he just stopped being believed in. The egregore theory can't actually distinguish between a god disappearing and a god never existing in the way believers claimed. So functionally, the theory doesn't explain anything, it just relabels disbelief as death. None of this proves Christianity true, that's a separate conversation. But this specific argument, that God is sustained by worship like some kind of psychic battery, just isn't a serious philosophical position. It's an interesting thought experiment, sure, but interesting isn't the same as correct. If you want to argue God doesn't exist, there are actually strong philosophical arguments out there for that. This just isn't one of them. Alright, that's my take, let me know what you think.